So recently I swapped Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So it's LeBron and Pippen in the 90s, and Jordan's going from team to team or whatever. And I think it's really interesting to see Jordan up against the Warriors. Can he take down KD? It's a really good point of debate. A lot of people in the comments, they get fired up over it, maybe a little too much. Recently, I'm working on a Kobe and Tracy McGrady career swap, which is like a recent debate. You know, Shaq and T-Mac, they think they can win together. So, you know, even though it's a video game, you could still provide some kind of answer, some kind of insight as to what it maybe could have looked like. I think that's really interesting to me, for sure.
When you sit down to do these what-if scenarios, do you like to have the computer play head-to-head and you just kind of sit back and watch it unfold, or how do you approach that?
I pretty much set up rosters. A lot of my videos, I'll have like a roster for each save file to keep the teams accurate. So if I'm doing like a LeBron and Jordan swap, I want to have Jordan play with Kyrie. I want him to actually play with AD. So there's that element of like consistency between the game and real life. And then from there, it's just the computer. Especially if there's like a game 7 in the finals, I'll jump into the last 2 minutes and, you know, somebody hits a game winner, somebody messes up in the clutch, and that's just going to completely change the storyline of the video. And there's been some crazy moments just from those alone. A lot of game winners.
It's Grant who sets the screen. LeBron James with the spin into the mid-range for the lead. 2.7 left.
So I think that's one of my favorite parts of it too. Seeing that kind of like game 7, you know, Jordan up against Steph Curry or something in the finals. I think that's super interesting.
I love it. Well, today I wanted to issue a challenge to you. I wanted to take a scenario and have you walk fans through how you can quickly simulate a season based on a scenario of your choosing. So for today's episode, what kind of scenario do you want to put into NBA history and rewrite for the fans here?
I think the most interesting one right now immediately would be swapping LeBron and Steph in 2017. So it would be LeBron and KD, and we'll just see if Steph Curry and Kyrie can take them both down.
All right, I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Two-Way Dream is the first player to hit Dark Matter rep in NBA 2K26.
Gotta aura farm a little bit. Slow down. Let me aura farm a little bit.
Hey guys, Two-Way Dream here, and it is the first Dark Matter rep in 2K26.
With unmatched dedication, they've just unlocked the most exclusive My Team rewards, including GOAT Hoodie Mellow with 99 everything and all legend badges. That's going to be hard to beat. They also get an exclusive Dark Matter court, their MT Arena sent to outer space, and Black Hole Basketball to complete the theme. Stellar rewards.
I would play from 2:30 in the afternoon till 2 a.m. at night. I would get 3 hours of sleep. I was going to make the sacrifices necessary to be number one.
So will you be the next to hit this massive milestone?
Make sure you're getting your double rep daily pack from the big screen in the Triple Threat Park in Sunset Beach. Been really helpful to my grind is they added dynamic goals or dynamic players, which you could get from base packs, 18K packs, any type of pack in the pack market. Make sure you're taking advantage of all the double reps. You're opening your pack every single day, and just make sure you get your double rep, because that's what's really going to make that grind seem quicker and faster.
We'll be watching. Get out there and work your way to becoming one of the best in My Team.
She woke up in the morning and she claimed her JSA.
Play Now Online might just be the most classic way to compete with a full team in NBA 2K26, head-to-head NBA action, best player wins.
Revamped in NBA 2K26, you'll unlock rewards as you play and graduate to each league of play.
Classic and all-time teams will become playable. Magic's Lakers, anyone?
I knew you were going to say that, Chris. You'll get 3 points for wins using Tier 3 teams, 2 points for Tier 2 teams, and 1 point for using teams from Tier 1. No points are lost unless you quit. So, hey, stay to play.
And leaderboards will keep track of the powerhouses of Play Now Online. The question is, can you make it to the top?
Rewards will update each season, so return to prove that you can consistently win.
Is your game platinum? Find out in Play Now Online. So let's walk fans through how you do one of these scenarios. So what's the first step in creating these rosters?
First thing you got to do is you got to load up whatever roster you want. In this case, we have the 2016-2017 season, KD's first season as a Warrior. Right now we have the base roster. What we need to do is switch out the 2 players. I already have the player DNA set up, so you just go to import. I already have Steph Curry saved. We're going to import him over LeBron. As you can see, I already have him set up with a number 23, which is something that, I think is pretty cool. He's now on the Cavaliers. And then obviously on the Warriors, since we're swapping he and LeBron, we're going to put LeBron over him. LeBron's wearing number 30, which is insane to look at. And then already, before we even start the simulation, Sean Livingston's at the 1, which is pretty crazy. Obviously the main pull though, KD and LeBron in the front court, which is insane. Draymond Green's at the 5. And in the case of the Cavaliers, Richard Jefferson is now starting at the 3, which is crazy. And then we have Steph Curry and Kyrie in the backcourt. So they're obviously the underdog. The Warriors are heavily favored, but if somehow they can pull off a championship, this duo, it'll be one of the craziest of all time.
All right, so we just simulated the season. Med, break down what happens when we switch LeBron James and Stephen Curry on other teams.
One of the first things that, before we even get into that, Russell Westbrook wins the MVP. That's pretty crazy. So neither Steph or LeBron won the MVP. And then if we look at the standings, the Warriors, 66-16, number 1 seed. No surprises there, really. And the Cavaliers were 58-24 with their small backcourt. So still pretty good. They are below the Raptors, which will be interesting. If they do cross paths, are we going to have like a LeBronto situation, but with Curry? Or is DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, are they finally going to get past the Cavs? These are the kinds of things that I'm looking for when I make my videos. If something from real life changes, so if the Raptors do get past the Cavaliers, it's something that I would definitely mention. So I just simulated the first round. Cleveland, 4-1 over Miami. Nothing too surprising there. The Golden State Warriors, they just swept the Utah Jazz in the first round. Now they're playing up against Denver. So it's actually going to be LeBron up against a young Jokic, which is also ironic from real life. LeBron wasn't able to beat him multiple times, so maybe here he'll finally get past him. We'll see. And then on the other end, on the Eastern Conference, it's Steph Curry and Kyrie up against Paul George. And after simulating that round, everything pretty much went as planned. Cleveland 4-1 over Indiana. 4-1. LeBron finally took down Jokic in a different universe. And now we have the conference finals, the 1 and 2 seed, Golden State Warriors, San Antonio Spurs. Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol up against that Warriors super team. And then the Raptors, we predicted it, they're up against the Cavs, so we'll see if DeMar and Lowry can get past them for once. And after simulating, the Raptors defeat the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-2. So we are not getting that classic LeBron and Steph matchup. The rivalry, the timeline has been completely messed up. And there's no guarantee that LeBron even makes it to the finals because he's down 3-2.
All right, Ned, so my question for you is, at what point during these simulations do you jump in and kind of watch the game play out past the simulation menu?
I usually try to go for games 5, 6, or 7.
Okay.
Because those are really when the series, it either shifts in game 5 or in 6 and 7, somebody could win, somebody could be extending the series. So I'll watch the ending and commentate over it. And for game 7, Golden State Warriors, they're going to pull through. So LeBron and KD made the 3-2 comeback. They're heading to the finals up against Toronto. And now we're going to see if LeBronto holds up in a different uniform on a different coast.
That is a scary duo to think about.
Usually in the finals, I like to simcast every single game. For here now, I'm just going to go one game at a time, simulating through. So the Warriors do take game 1. The Warriors also take game 2. So right now they're on a hot streak. And they also take game 3.
3-0 lead.
DeMar and Lowry, it's looking a little rough right now.
Before we continue, I just want to say they did blow a 3-1 series lead in the finals. So nothing's safe, but let's see what happens.
I've seen 3-0 leads be blown before, so anything can happen. And usually, too, on elimination games, even if it's 3-0, I'll like to go into the simcast and then I'll get the championship ceremony if it were to happen. If they're going to win, if Golden State wins this one, which it looks like they're pulling away, they're up by 15 in the fourth quarter, they'll be raising the trophy in Toronto.
All right, 30 seconds. It's a close game. Med, take over. What's going on here?
So we got Sean Livingston with the ball, 30 seconds left. He's going to pass it down to Klay. Golden State trying to extend the lead. Klay Thompson in the post, scores on DeMar. It's a 5-point game, 23.9 left. Toronto's going to need a miracle. 7 seconds left. Over to Terrence Ross. Pump fake, contested 3. He misses it, rebounded by Draymond. And the Golden State Warriors, LeBron and Kevin Durant, are going to win the NBA championship.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. So there you have it. Once again in My NBA, you can rewrite NBA history. Thanks so much for joining us here on 2K TV. You got some alternate NBA history written right here on the show. We appreciate it, and keep up the great work on all of your What If content in My NBA.
I appreciate it, LD. Thank you.
All-Star Team Up brings your favorite player card paired with 4 friends in 10-player My Team games.
Select a card and squad up in the lobby to complete your 5.
It reminds me of the fun we like to have in the rec, combining builds with friends to win as a team.
When you earn 5 total wins with your squad, everyone earns rewards. No win streaks required.
Having a good time. Can you build chemistry, slow down the best cards in My Team on the opposing side, and find success?
Find out in an all-star team up. Collaborate to become the best in My Team.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for your top plays of the week. Scott Moak here, Sacramento Kings public address announcer. Let's throw down with today's contenders. Your first option is King Fresh in the wreck. Pulls a string on the yo-yo and then rises up with a hey-yo! The handle, the speed, and the elevation. Walking the dog and rocking the cradle. of the week. We're scanning your submissions on social with your gamer tag and the hashtag 2KTVWow. You might find your play right here on 2KTV. Until next time, I'm cutting microphone covers that look like basketballs. Gotta get to the sewing machine. See ya.
A couple of weeks into the NBA regular season, and it's already off to a crazy start. Of course, you will find all of the rookies and traded players on their new teams in NBA 2K26.
That's true, and next week you'll be hearing from some of the NBA players, and we'll be bringing you some tips on improving your defense.
Until then, as always, enjoy the game.
Say it with me, Alexis. Defense! Defense!
He doesn't play
Defense!
What's up, guys? This is Two-Way Dream, your NBA 2K26 first Dark Matter rep, and this is NBA 2K TV.
Welcome to another episode of NBA 2K TV.
One of my favorite parts of NBA 2K is the ability to rewrite history, and the what-ifs are endless. In 2K, they can be reality in my NBA eras.
We checked in with a longtime community member who is deep into my NBA eras, and his what-if scenarios are too good to be missed. Take a look. Welcome, Med, to 2K TV. How you doing, Med?
I'm doing good, LD. I'm glad to be here. I'm ready to get it started.
Explain to the fans what draws you into my NBA, because it is truly the one place where you can settle debates. What if X happened? How would that outcome be? So what is it about my NBA that draws you into the mode?
You have so many options for customization, bunch of rosters, and it's really, I think it's one of the best places if you're a creator. The ideas are almost built into the mode. You could swap people's careers, you could change people's ratings for the video. Like, I made videos where Celtics Shaq was good. Like, I put him back into his prime or something like that. One of the most important things for a creator is the idea, and I just think it's the best mode to come up with interesting ones.
What is it about the history of the NBA that's really appealing to you with your content?
There's a lot of unanswered questions, there's a lot of debates, which also just builds into having an interesting idea. So recently I swapped Michael Jordan and LeBron James. So it's LeBron and Pippen in the 90s, and Jordan's going from team to team or whatever. And I think it's really interesting to see Jordan up against the Warriors. Can he take down KD? It's a really good point of debate. A lot of people in the comments, they get fired up over it. Maybe a little too much. Recently I'm working on a Kobe and Tracy McGrady career swap, which is like a recent debate. You know, Shaq and T-Mac, they think they can win together. So, you know, even though it's a video game, you could still provide some kind of answer, some kind of insight as to what it maybe could have looked like. I think that's really interesting to me, for sure.
When you sit down to do these what ifs,